Skin the Harder Way 7T. Back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time. And you say what's up to the people in the building. What's good, Kurt? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Kurt. Glad you can make it, pimp. My guy Ray. Ray said one with their pulling upset T. Ray. Hell yeah, Ray. Yep. Portland pulled that thing out for me yesterday. Portland made me look real smart yesterday. Guess what, Ray? We back here, and we back here to do it again today. We back here with another one. Yesterday, I went 7-4. You know what I mean? On the day, I had a couple favorites lose for me yesterday, man. That was crazy. I hit my upset pick yesterday, right? Had a couple favorites lose for me yesterday, right? So all in all, yesterday it was a pretty good day. Pretty good day yesterday, all in all. You know what I mean? Y'all jab that like button for you, but we about to get into it. I ain't gonna keep too much of y'all time because we got to get to the MMA. We got MMA today. We MMA marathon for the UFC today. But we got to get these college picks out the way, these NBA picks out the way. You know what I mean? This is going to be an everyday thing too. My picks, the betting type deal. Go be an everyday thing. So I greatly appreciate y'all sliding through these jumps when you do. Make sure y'all catch these playbacks too, because these jumps come in handy. You see my guy Ray. My guy Ray just told you, man, he won with the Portland upset. My guy Ray just told you he won with the Portland upset. So, so the T ain't, just out here, talking out his ass, man. We actually, we hitting some of these things out here. Type deal. But let's get into it. I'm about to bring the screen up, and we're about to run through the games. We're about to run through the games. So let's get to it. Am I in on FanDuel? We about to get right to it. That my guy Ray, man. Said he won with their Portland upset. That's what I like to see. So let's get to it. So let's get to it. We got the 76ers versus the San Antonio Spurs, right? That one right there, that's pretty easy, right? We're going to go Philadelphia. Philadelphia is 0-2, but I'm expecting them to get on the right track today with this win. So we got Philadelphia over San Antonio Spurs. Boston Celtics taking on the Orlando Magic. We got the Boston Celtics in that one. The Boston Celtics I'm one of those teams that lost for me yesterday that I picked. So hopefully the Boston Celtics get it back on track. You know what I mean, with a win. But I got Boston Celtics over the Orlando Magic. All right. We got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Indiana Pacers. This game right here, it is a little tricky, right? The Pacers have a great offensive team, but their defense lacks, right? They can score, but they allow teams to score on them. The Pacers defense is putrid, right? I've picked the Pacers, you know what I mean, the first two games of the season, right? And they went 0-2 on me. I picked them for the upset one game and they lost. And then the last game, I think, they were favored or they were slightly, or they both were minus money, right? They both were minus odds, right? So they weren't the underdog, but they weren't the favorite either, and they ended up losing. Today they playing the Detroit Pistons. I'm gonna ride with the Indiana Pacers one more time. If Indiana Pacers lose 3 games in a row for me, I won't be put my money on the Pacers anymore. But we go ride with the Pacers today one more time at home over the Pistons, right? So I got Indiana over Detroit in that one. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls are at home. The Chicago Bulls upset the Miami Heat in opening day. And then the Heat came back and they beat Boston. the next day. You know what I mean? So that means something. This is Cleveland's second game. If I'm not sure, they ended up dropping their first game to Toronto, 105 to 108, or it was 105 to 103, or something like that. Did the Cavaliers this game? This game right here is a toss up, right? Cavaliers Bulls. The right when you look at it on paper, right, with Zach LaVine out, you would think, right, uh you would think that the Cavaliers may have a slightly better team, but the Bulls have been surprising me this year. The Bulls almost pulled off another upset win yesterday. You know what I mean? Their team, they're missing a couple pieces, but they have pieces stepping in for them playing pretty good. You know what I mean? LaVine is out for the Bulls right now, right? The Bulls are at home, right? So that makes this kind of hard for me. But in this game, I'm gonna take this game right here is a tosser, right? For betting purposes, right? I'm gonna take the man, this is a tough game right here, man. I'm gonna come back to the Bulls and Cavs, right? We're gonna come back to the Bulls and Cavs. We got the Houston Rockets versus the Milwaukee Bucks, right? I'm taking the Milwaukee Bucks to beat the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets, you know, they got out on the Grizzlies earlier yesterday, right? They got out big on the Grizzlies. They was up about 15 to 14 points on the Grizzlies, but the Grizzlies ended up coming back on the Houston Rockets, and they ended up beating the Houston Rockets. So the Houston Rockets almost stole one on the Grizzlies yesterday, right? The Grizzlies had to dig down deep to pull out that win. You know what I mean? Over the Rockets. But I'm taking the Milwaukee Bucks to beat the Rockets pretty easily at the house. So we got Milwaukee over the Houston Rockets. We got the Miami Heat versus the Toronto Raptors. Miami Heat are at the house. This is a game of two good defensive teams. So this is going to come down to, you know, which team could score the ball better. If the better defensive team, right, I would probably say is Toronto. Slightly, not much at all. If Toronto is a 94 on defense, Miami is a 92 on defense. You get what I'm saying? Offensively, though, my bad. That thing kicked me. My bad. That thing kicked me out. That junk had kicked me out. But hell yeah. What's the last thing y'all heard? But I think I was on Toronto. I was on Toronto in Miami. I was on Toronto in Miami. But yeah, let's get back to it. That we was on Toronto and Miami. Toronto lost to Brooklyn yesterday. They played them tight. Toronto has a good defense, a stifling defense. The thing with Toronto is their offense can't really overcome team. My first mind says pick Toronto over Miami, and that's really what I'm struggling with right now. You know what? In this one, I'm gonna go with my first man. Right. Miami beat Boston yesterday. I picked against Miami. Miami is one of my teams, but you know, I pick with my I pick with my head, not my heart and knees. And my head is telling me to take Toronto to beat Miami at home. So, you know, that's what I'm going with. I'm taking Toronto over Miami. I think their defense is going to be able to stifle them enough. And I think they're going to be able to put up enough points to squeak by Miami. So I got the Raptors, you know, coming out. I got the Raptors coming off that close game with the Nets yesterday, and I got the Heat coming off that close game with the Boston Celtics. But I got the Raptors winning this one over the Miami Heat. This might be one that that come back to bite me that I regret later on, and I won't be too mad right about this one if Miami beat Toronto. But I think Miami falls short of Toronto. I got Toronto over Miami. The Grizzlies versus the Mavericks, right? And you see the Grizzlies are a big underdog versus the Mavericks. And you might wonder, well, why if the Grizzlies the better team? Because Dallas Mavericks always play the Grizzlies tough. It's like Dallas Mavericks are one of those teams that they kind of got the Grizzlies number a little bit. You know what I mean? They kind of got the Grizzlies number a little bit, does the Mavericks historically, even when the Grizzlies are a good team. It's like when we go to Dallas, when Dallas comes, those games are always close and exciting. So that's why that line is this far, right? You see that because they do have there is something about the Dallas Mavericks that give the Memphis Grizzlies a problem. Memphis Grizzlies also coming off two close games, two tough games, one with the Knicks, one with the Houston Rockets, where they had to exert a lot of energy in coming back, right? I think that also has a lot to do with the spread. Also, the Dallas Mavericks are at home, you know what I mean, versus the Memphis Grizzlies. With all that being said, I'm still going, Memphis Grizzlies to beat the Dallas Mavericks. And this is what we go do in that Toronto game. This is what we go do in that Toronto game, right? I'm going to take alternative spread. I'm going to take Toronto and then jump by 10, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Toronto in that thing by 10.5. So on the record, right? On the record, I'm going to go with Toronto beating Miami. So on the record, I'm going to go with Toronto beating Miami. But we go take Toronto plus 10 with the points on our parlay, right? So Toronto over Miami and the Grizzlies over the Dallas Mavericks. The Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder. This one right here pretty easy, right? Denver Nuggets. And then you got Clippers and Sacramento. This one right here is a toss-up, right? Sacramento at home. Sacramento didn't look good at all their first game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Sabonis didn't look too good. Fox looked okay. Nobody just really jumped out at the screen. I think Sacramento may be in some trouble. Deshaun Thomas said I got my Lakers going 80-2. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. The Kings may be in some trouble, right? The Clippers flowed. They flowed against the Lakers, right? They flowed. The Kings, there's a lot of question marks with the Kings. I guess we'll know more about the Kings after this game right here, right? I'm taking the Clippers over the Kings at the house, right? I think the Clippers just the better team. All right, so how many games we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 games. I picked 8 of the games. This Cleveland versus Bulls game. Let's take a look at Cleveland versus Bulls. I'm a little torn between that one, right? Because the Bulls are pretty good, I think. Low key, I think the Bulls pretty good. And they aren't even as healthy, right, as they could be. But Cleveland got a good team defensively, right? These teams match up pretty well, too. So Cleveland lost to Toronto 108, 105. The Bulls lost to Washington 100-102, and they beat Miami 116-108. Bulls are at home. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go Chicago. At home over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hopefully that one don't come back to bite me, but I'm taking the Bulls at home over Cleveland, right? So $1 on that will give us 50. Let's do 2 on that. 400, right? So we got Philadelphia over the San Antonio. So we got Philadelphia over the San Antonio Spurs. We got Philadelphia over the San Antonio Spurs. We got the Boston Celtics over the Orlando Magic. The Indiana Pacers over the Detroit Pistons. The Milwaukee Bucks over the Houston Rockets. The Memphis Grizzlies over the Dallas Mavericks. We got the Raptors 10.5 at Miami. We got the Denver Nuggets over the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got the Los Angeles Clippers to beat the Kings. And we got the Chicago Bulls to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right. So let's go and put that in. You'll bet $2 on that for 100. Matter of fact, let's do a prop bet. Let's do a prop bet real quick before I get up out of here. My bad. Hold on, we're finna do a prop bet. All right, let's get us some props going. All right, so in the Philadelphia versus San Antonio game, I'm expecting Embiid them to get off. Right. So we going James Harden for 20 points. All right, let me log back in. My bad. I almost forgot to do the best part. Let's get the props going, baby. Y'all smash that like button for you, boy. Let's get the props going, baby. All right, so we got a James Harden to score 20. We got James Harden to score 20 in that one. Right. James Harden for 6. James Harden for 8 assists. Right. James Harden for 8 assists. Embiid for 10 rebounds. Yep. James Harden for 20 points, 8 assists, Embiid for 10 rebounds. So Harden for 20 points, 8 assists, and Embiid for 10 rebounds. Let's go Boston, Orlando. I don't got no good price for that one yet, so we gonna keep going. Pistons in Indiana. Damn. Are they hiding the props today? Or it's too early? Or I got up too early and they ain't got them out yet. They got them for James Harden in them. Okay, they got it for them Cleveland and Bulls. Donovan Mitchell for 20. Well, let's go Donovan Mitchell for 20. Donovan Mitchell for 4 assists. So they go to Bucks and Rockets for the prop. Let's go to Bucks and Rockets. Drew Holiday for 15 points. Freak for 20. Greek Freak. We'll go Greek Freak for 10 boards. We'll put in Greek Freak for 10 boards. Edgeon won't let me be great today. Edgeon won't let me be great today, but my bad, we back now. Let's get back to it. Well, yeah, where we at? We're on the Heat in Toronto right now. My bad, y'all. We on the Heat in Toronto right now. Let's see what props they got. They don't got all the props for all of them. Let's look at Grizzlies. But so let's go Ja and Luka to score 25. Ja and Luka to score 25. Thunder, Nuggets. Josh Giddey to score 10. We got those Josh Giddey to score 10 in there. What's good? Stay dangerous. Appreciate you sliding through. We closing out this junk. I picked up my NBA games. I'm doing the prop bet now. What's good? We about to start the MMA stream shortly. MMA stream running all day. All right, last game 10. 15. Well, let's go. We go on Paul George for 20. All right. And let's go Sabonis for 20. So what's that? 11 leg. But so when we go pick a couple games, we go pick our lock games, right? So our lock games for the day, right? Philly over the Spurs, right? Boston over Magic, right? Bucks over Houston, right? Nuggets over Thunder, right? So what we got there? We need John Luke to hit 25. Well, hold on. What if I just put? So let's go Nuggets over the Thunder. Bucks over the Rockets. Celtics over the Magic. So let's go Bucks over the Magic. Bucks over the Rockets. Celtics over the Magic. And I'm gonna go Grizzlies over Dallas. I'm gonna go Grizzlies over Dallas. So right now we have 1 for 83. I'm gonna do this one for about 50. So I want about $50 out there. So we go bet 60 cents. So we go bet 60 cents on this one to win 50. What's good, St. Louis? We like you sliding through this thing. St. Louis, hey, y'all smash that like button for your boy. So this is our prop bet for the day, right? We got Paul George and Sabonis to score 20 points. We got Ja Morant and Luka Doncic and the Grizzlies. We got the Grizzlies to win. We got Ja Morant and Luka to score 25 points. We got Donovan Mitchell to score 20 points and get 4 assists. We got the Greek Freak to get 10 rebounds and the Bucks to win. We got James Harden to score 20 points and get 8 assists and Embiid to get 10 rebounds. So we gonna take that 60 cents for $50, right? That's gonna be our prop bet for the day. So let's run through our NBA picks for the day. Then we gonna run through our prop bet, right? And then I'm gonna start the UFC stream. And then I'm gonna show y'all my UFC bets. Now we got plenty of motherfucking bets in there. So here go my bets for the day, my picks for the day, right? Did I lead the Bulls? No, I got the Bulls. All right. So we got Philadelphia over San Antonio. We got Boston over Orlando. We got the Pacers over Detroit. We got the Bucks over the Rockets. We got the Raptors over Miami. We got the Bulls over the Cavaliers. The Grizzlies over the Mavericks. The Nuggets over the Thunder. And the Clippers over the Kings. You know what I mean? So we took all the games today. So that it is all the games today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So we took all the games today, and we just went through our prop bet with the points, with the stats that we need for today. And that one we just need the Bucks and the Grizzlies to win. So we got Bucks and the Grizzlies to win in that one. James Harden to score 20. James Harden to get 8 rebounds. Joel Embiid to get 10 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell to score 20. Mitchell to get 4 assists. Greek Freak to get 10 rebounds. Bucks to win. Ja Morant to get 25. Luka to get 25. Grizzlies to win. Paul George to get 20. Sabonis to get 20. Celtics to win. Josh Giddey to get 10. Yep. So those are our lines for the day. Really appreciate everybody sliding through this thing. Y'all catch me on the MMA side. We getting ready to start that thing shortly. You know what I mean? That's when I'm gonna start my goddamn wake and bake. So y'all make sure y'all catch me on the MMA stream, which is about to start in about 10 or 20 minutes. It's getting Hardaway Southern T. It's getting Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. Just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, y'all smash that like button for your boy and subscribe to the channel if you haven't.